John and Mick decided to explore some more waterfalls around the North Bali area.
One might assume they had their fill of waterfalls yesterday, but that was far from the case. With their seasoned driver Soleil at the helm, they set off on yet another adventure.
Hi, we're at the waterfalls again today, and pretty impressive those ones. Anyway, we'll keep walking, otherwise you won't see more. Okay, bye.
The region features 3 waterfalls, which can be reached through a series of steep staircases and demanding trails. This trek will certainly test their fitness and their choice of footwear.
As John pans around, you can see 2 of the waterfalls the boys will be trekking to later on, Sekumpul and Fiji. The waterfall you cannot see is the hidden waterfall. Well, because it is hidden.
As they reached the valley floor, the guide led the boys on a brief journey to Hidden Waterfall, a stunningly secluded sanctuary where tropical plants clasp the surrounding rocks and where the water cascades from almost every angle. The setting is completely surreal.
The Hidden Waterfall is a great swimming spot where Mick and John effortlessly swam towards the tumbling cascades. Being able to swim under a waterfall is an unforgettable experience that is a must for strong swimmers. However, there were additional waterfalls to discover, and our guide, Kardec, was eager to share them with us. After a swift drying off, we set out once more to explore these beautiful waterfalls.
The next destination on our journey was the Sekumpul waterfall, but along the way, the boys encountered a multitude of other smaller waterfalls and breathtaking views.
Now, John will provide us with his thoughts on Sekumpul waterfall.
It's not raining, it's just a spray off the waterfall. Behind me, up there. Okay. Pretty impressive. That's about the only thing you can say, isn't it? It looks like it's raining. And, but no, good. Oh boy, and all the steps. I'll turn around and just show you some of the steps that come down today. If you look over there, can you finger? You come all the way, come up there, all the way down. That's big. They're people we don't know. All good.
It was time to leave the Sekumpul waterfall, and while it may not be the tallest in Bali, it is undeniably one of the most enchanting, with its multiple sources cascading down an 80-meter drop.
The final destination for the boys was the astonishing Fiji waterfall. It's similar to the Hidden Waterfall. Its beauty only becomes apparent when one arrives. Along the way, the boys had the opportunity to rejuvenate themselves under one of the smaller cascades. Please be aware that some of the photos of Mick and John at the waterfall might be quite startling. To maintain modesty, we have placed a sticker over the less tanned areas.
As the boys hurriedly dried themselves off and put on their shirts, mainly out of consideration for the fit-bodied tourists, it was time for them to make their way back to the pickup point. If descending the stairs had been a challenge, the 1.5-kilometer journey back up proved to be an ultimate test of their strength and determination. Naturally, as a frugal traveler, John refused to spend $6 for a motorcycle ride to take him back up the hill.
Those savings were quickly allocated to lunch, with the boys opting for a local delicacy known as Jaya fried chicken, or simply JFC in the local Balinese lingo. What could be better than a hearty lunch of fried chicken, chips and iced tea? Those boys were truly experiencing the epitome of luxury on a Bali budget.
Soleil had one more surprise for John and Mick, a visit to the Hindu temple, Ponjok Batu, which translates as stone on the edge, and was built over 500 years ago. On this occasion, due to the sanctity of the day, the boys were required to dress appropriately and receive a blessing before entering the temple.
The temple was alive with vibrant colors, dynamic movements, and traditional songs. I believe John was eager to participate in the singing, but he was unfamiliar with the lyrics.
Kuning rarisi Batu, itiang puniki galjo ensensios, itiang mawasta di wayang kapta.
This temple was once the stopover for the holy Hindu priest Dang Hyang Nirartha. It is said the priest spotted a stranded boat just off the beach. He went to assist the passengers, who were sailors from neighboring Lombok. In commemoration of this event, a small boat carved from rock was placed at the same spot near the temple.
After a day full of adventures, Mick and John's journey concluded with Soleil taking the boys back to the resort for a cold bintang and a rest to revitalize their weary legs. Although the walking wasn't particularly lengthy, it was the numerous steps they took that presented the true challenge of the day. Tomorrow another adventure awaits.